Before you go backpacking alone for the first time, there are some things you absolutely need to know before getting out there that a lot of beginners don't realize until they're out on trail. It's not about having the right gear. It's about how you think, how you plan, and how you handle the unexpected when you're out on trail alone. If we haven't met yet, hi, I'm Kathleen, a food-motivated hiker, solo backpacker, backpacking coach for women, and the hungry hiker here on YouTube. Today, I'm going out on a winter training hike here in the Rattlesnake Wilderness area just outside of Missoula, Montana. And I'm bringing you along with me, and we're going to talk about what you need to know before going on your first solo backpacking trip. Let's go hiking. All right, I know I talk a lot about fears here on my channel, especially because I do a lot of hiking and backpacking by myself. And pulling up to the trailhead today, I just had a whole new fear unlocked. And that is having my car broken in at a trailhead. So I pulled up to the trailhead and this poor girl was sitting on the side of the parking lot and her passenger side window was shattered. And I guess someone had broken into her car while she was out on her hike. And I mean, I know this stuff happens, but I just didn't think it had happened here in Missoula. So new fear unlocked. And I know it's silly to say like, oh, this stuff never happens in Missoula. Like this stuff can happen anywhere, right? At any time. And part of being prepared, whether you are hiking, backpacking, or really anywhere in your life, is just being aware of things that can happen. And sometimes things are just completely out of your control, like someone breaking into your car. The takeaway here is I almost talked myself out of doing this hike. I saw her car, her window, talked to her, and then I thought, well, maybe today's not the day that I do this hike. But then why am I going to live my life in fear? So I've made sure nothing is in sight in my car and locking my car and hoping for the best. Also, I'm really hoping that whoever broke into her car is not stupid enough to come back and do it again the same day. New fear unlocked. Today's just a training hike, but hikes like this are exactly how you can get ready for your first solo backpacking trip without the pressure of being miles from your car. And this is about where the wave of nerves start to come on, especially when I'm out here by myself. The first thing you need to know is that you're probably going to feel nervous, maybe even really nervous. And that's not a red flag. Nerves don't automatically mean you're in danger. Most of the time, they just mean you're doing something new and spending some time outside of your comfort zone. Like right now, even though I've hiked this trail multiple times, I still feel a little nervous being out here alone. I know the chances of me running into a bear are small, and I have everything I need in case I do see a bear, but just knowing that they're out there still makes me feel a little nervous, especially when I'm hiking alone. Glad I brought my micro spikes with me today, because it looks like I'll be having them on the entire hike. Confidence doesn't magically show up before your first solo trip. It shows up after you've done a few. And you don't need to feel 100% ready before you start. You just need to be prepared enough to take the first step. And it can be something as simple as going out for a solo hike on a nearby, well-traveled trail, just like what I'm doing right now. For your first solo trip, simple is safer. That means shorter mileage, a well-traveled trail, and navigation that's straightforward and hard to mess up. It also means choosing a route where you have easy bailout options if you need to turn around or head back to the trailhead early. Your first solo trip is not the time to prove anything. It's the time to start building trust in yourself. Solo backpacking isn't about being the strongest or fastest person out on trail. It's about having simple systems that you can repeat over and over again. A system for when you eat, a system for when you drink water, a system for adding and removing layers before you get too hot or too cold. When I'm out here by myself, taking care of the little things like eating when I'm hungry and drinking when I'm thirsty can help make a huge difference in how confident I feel when I'm out here alone. Practicing these little routines on day hikes like this one can help make your solo overnight backpacking trip feel familiar instead of overwhelming. Managing this small task well is what really makes those big adventures possible and has been something I've been practicing all winter long, every time I come out here for a training hike. Having a solid packing and gear system can help make all of this so much easier. That's why I created a free backpacking gear packing list you can download and use as your baseline for when deciding what to pack for your next trip. No more guessing what to bring, no overpacking your pack, and no forgetting the essentials that can help you stay safe and comfortable out here. Check the link down in the description below to download your free backpacking gear packing list. A lot of people think solo backpackers are fearless. That's not true. What keeps you safe isn't bravery, it's preparation. Knowing how to use your gear, understanding basic safety skills, and thinking through the what would I do if scenarios before you ever leave home. Preparation helps turn fear into a plan. There's not a whole lot of other users out here today. I just passed one guy coming back that I saw in the parking lot, and since then I haven't seen anyone else. Your first solo backpacking trip isn't a performance. Things are going to feel a little awkward at first. You might forget small things. You might want to change your plan halfway through. And that's not failure. That's experience. After coming back home from your first trip, write down what went right, what went wrong, and what you'd change next time. Those notes become your personal roadmap to feeling more confident on every trip you go on after that. Normally, anytime I've been out on this trail, there's always been at least a handful of people out here. Today, I saw a handful of people in the parking lot and one person on the trail. And it's kind of creepy. It's kind of creepy being out here all by myself, listening to my micro spikes crunching on the ground, hoping that that is enough noise to keep any bears that might be in the area away. But it's experiences like these that help me build my confidence, right? I could sit and live in my fear of doing this stuff alone, or I can come out here and practice on a day hike, very low risk situation, and build up some confidence while I do it. And I'll be honest, every time I hear a pine cone fall out of a tree, I jump a little bit. I don't know if those nerves will ever go away, but I'm out here and I'm doing it. And this is how I build up my confidence to be able to go out on my longer solo backpacking trips. If your goal is to eventually go on bigger, longer, more remote solo trips, think of your first solo backpacking trip as laying down the foundation. Every confident solo backpacker you see started with a simple beginner trip and built up their experience and confidence from there. Setting a turnaround time for yourself is always a good skill to practice, especially in the winter when you have less daylight. So right now it's just after 3 o'clock. I just had a snack and I'm going to turn around because the sun's going to set at like 5:30, but I'm here in the trees and it's overcast today, so I know it's going to get a little bit darker earlier than that. And I really don't want to hike back to the trailhead in the dark. Setting my turnaround time always helps me prevent myself from having to hike in the dark, which is one of my least favorite things to do. So we're going to turn around and head back to the trailhead. My confidence comes from going on solo hikes like this one. Not from waiting until I feel ready, but from practicing until I feel capable. If you'd like a simple, no-stress gear list to help you get started, make sure to download my free backpacking gear packing list by using the link down in the description below. If you're looking for step-by-step help planning your first or next solo backpacking trip, that's exactly what I help women do inside my Confident Solo Female Backpacker System program. You can find more details on how you can join this program down in the description as well. If you like this video and got some value out of it, make sure to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for new videos each week and hit the bell icon to get notified each time new videos are posted. Okay, moment of truth. Did I make the right decision by going on my hike today, even though I was afraid my car might get broken into at the trailhead? Looks like I made the right decision. Yay. I'm so glad I did that hike. And I'm so glad I didn't let myself talk myself out of going on that hike today. Even though the fear is real of someone busting out a window of my car at a trailhead, it can happen anywhere. It can happen at any time, and it's out of my control. There's nothing I can do about it except just make sure that nothing is out and visible. But still, it's hard when you're confronted with a situation like that where you've seen it happen to someone. It's hard not to be afraid that it's going to happen to you and want to alter your plans. And I think that was a really good lesson. Facing my fear, acknowledging my fear, and not letting it hold me back from doing the things that I want to do. And that's the same with solo backpacking. It's just practice. You don't come out of the gate feeling confident. You have to work at being confident, and you get more confident with every trip you go on. Every hike, every mile, you gain more confidence. And when things go sideways, you learn from those experiences and you continue moving forward. And if you're wondering how you can start planning your first solo backpacking trip so you feel confident and prepared, check out this next video where I walk you through exactly what I would do if I were starting solo backpacking from scratch today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Happy trails and keep on trucking.